Are you going through my things again? I don't believe this. I had more respect. I had more privacy in the hospital.
What is this, Victor?
It's mine.
Why did you highlight all the murders in my book?
You must know that I don't normally write in the margins of books. I have much too much respect for them.
Right. You drew pictures of guns and knives and ropes in the margins. You even pasted pictures of the interns right next to their characters' murders. This is practically a reference work.
Come on. You know what's going on here.
No, I don't. Explain it to me.
I've always loved puzzles. That's why I couldn't resist helping Lucy get her money back. I'm trying to help you now. I'm going to figure out who the killer is.
Well, you're punctual.
Well, I'm anxious to help you find whoever killed Grace and Dr. Devlin.
Is that so? Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, Chris, some people seem to think that you strangled Grace Sullivan. Did you?
No, I did not. Grace was my friend, and even if she were my worst enemy, I am not a murderer.
Well, who are you looking for?
I must have the wrong room.
Angela D. Light?
Are you Mr. Spiro?
Call me Harry. Oh, look at you. You're a long, cool sip of water. Are you ready to show me a good time?
With some dates, I have to pretend to be attracted to those dates, but, with you, I don't have to at all. I can tell by looking at you, you're a real man.
You can?
Mm-hmm. You are practically oozing virility.
Well, they do say that baldness is caused by too much testosterone.
Well, I am a believer just looking at you.
Hot tomato like you? You don't mind that I'm older.
Oh, no, heavens no. You know, all your experience and wisdom, it just makes me feel so safe and secure. It makes me want to drop all my little inhibitions. You know, my old boyfriend, he was in his 50s, too.
50s? I'm going to be 72 next month.
No way.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness, I'm getting flustered. All those years of experience, they make me sort of dizzy. I bet you could show me a thing or two.
Well... I doubt it.
Oh, I feel that jealousy getting to me. All my competition, you must have had so many women. I bet you even dated a few from Enchanted, huh?
Oh, sure, 1 or 2, or 3, or 4. My, you're pretty. Come here so I can kiss you.
Oh, no, now. There's no need to rush. We really do have plenty of time. I bet you ended up being with Eve Lambert, huh? She gets all the good ones.
Who?
Evie? You don't know Evie? You know, kind of a Marilyn Monroe kind of girl with pouty lips, brunette.
No, I don't know her. I like this dress. How do you wiggle out of it?
Oh, you just get up and get 'em, don't you? I like that in a man, but you know, really, I'd rather just savor every moment with you.
Oh, I've got just the thing to get you going. Let's get started, shall we?
What would that be?
Cards.
What do you want me to do with those?
Deal.
Oh!
Little strip poker on to loosen those buttons.
You said Dr. Devlin gave you $20,000 for a painting.
That's correct.
From all accounts, including yours, Devlin wasn't exactly president of your fan club. Why would he give you 20 grand for anything?
Well, I guess his desire for the painting outweighed any personal animosity toward me.
Where did he first see this painting?
I told him I owned one. just to put him in his place. And not to be outdone, he said he wanted to see it. So he came by, and when he took a look at it, he offered to buy it. I needed money. I saw a chance to make a big profit, so I sold it.
You come from a modest background. How can you afford $20,000 painting?
Well, you must have heard about my car accident. Just used some of the insurance money to buy it. It wasn't that expensive 4 years ago.
Well, most kids use a windfall like that to have fun, buy a hot car.
Yeah, well, I did that too.
Aren't you a little young to be collecting art?
I'm never too young to make money. I like to think I've always had an eye for quality. I can go to a yard sale and pick the treasure from the trash every time. Comic books at 25 cents a pop can turn out to be original Archies worth hundreds, that sort of thing. I'll hit an estate sale or yard sale whenever possible.
You're quite the entrepreneur.
Well, when you come from a modest background, you learn not to count on anyone to get you where you want to go.
Tell me about Grace Sullivan. How well did you know her?
We were friends, but we didn't socialize much outside the hospital.
Really? Do you have any idea why she would want to speak to Scott Baldwin about you and Eve Lambert?
Well, I have an idea, but it doesn't have any bearing on the case.
Grace seems to think otherwise.
Eve Lambert and I have always sort of had a thing for each other. Now, nothing's ever happened because the timing was never right. But the day Grace called Scott, she caught Eve and I kissing. Probably wanted to tell Scott, thought he should know. I guess she might think it peripherally would affect Julie's case because Scott's Julie's attorney.
That hospital. Just a beehive of activity.
And I'll tell you, it's one way to blow off the stress.
I walk into a patient's room, and they shrink back as if they expect me to give them a good stab through the heart with my pen.
Julie, this is not going to last long. I mean, you're going to be vindicated soon. They're going to find the killer.
Well, that can't happen soon enough. Distract me. Tell me about your research.
Well, it's going lousy. Actually, DL56, it's showing a lot of promise, but the side effects are terrible.
What are they?
First off, there's dependency. And when we reduce the dosage, some of the subjects go into withdrawal and some of them die.
I'd say that's a major side effect.
Yeah. And the rats that do survive and stay on the drug, they have an increased amount of aggression.
Just what the world needs, Karen. More rage.
My wonder drug might never be safe enough to use on humans. Time for another fix of Karen's drug?
It keeps me alive. I don't have a choice. I have to get some more. I only have 3 vials left.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Clark, did you think about that favor I asked you?
First, you wanted me to stay away from Jake. Then you wanted me to become friends with him, and now you want me to get even closer to him to get the formula?
Jake has tightened security since I lifted the last batch, but you could get him to tell you how he makes it.
I don't want any more trouble.
Oh, great. Now you get an attack of conscience? You have been lying and stealing all your life, but when I need this one little thing, what do I get? Scruples. I love it.
Didn't you want me to learn from my mistakes?
It was your mistake that got me into this mess. I fell off a building to keep you from killing yourself.
I know. And I've told you I'm sorry 100 times. I wish it had never happened. Going on that roof was the worst mistake I have ever made.
If you were really sorry, you would do me this one rotten favor.
If there was anything else, I would do it. I owe you so much. But going after Jake...
I need it, Lark. Do it for me.
This drug is making you crazy. You need help.
I don't need advice from a pot-smoking teenager.
I mean, you know, you can trust Joe. He'll know what to do. He can help you.
No! I am not telling anyone.
Then I will. You are hurting yourself, and I just can't stand around and watch.
Well, you tell anyone. And it'll be the last thing that you'll ever do. Do you hear me?
I will have that martini, straight up.
Coming right up.
You're almost pleasant. This can't be good news.
I had to give Garcia a reason why Grace would call Scott.
Another lie.
I told him Grace caught us kissing.
So now everyone at the hospital is going to think I'm two-timing Scott.
It's better than having everyone think you killed Devlin.
Listen, you are dragging me into one lie after the other. You may be determined to dig yourself an early grave, but I don't want the adjacent plot. Now, the smart thing to do is to tell the truth.
If you tell Garcia the truth now, you're going to look guilty as hell, and you still don't have an alibi.
Neither do you. Now, that's your real concern, Chrissy boy, isn't it?
Come on, Eve. You know I care about you.
Do you lie your way out of everything?
If I can.
It's easy for you, isn't it?
Like it isn't for you. At least I have a valid excuse. Genetic predisposition. Charm runs in the family.
I heard your plagiarized version of Les Mis at the hospital. So you wrote a bad check for a loaf of bread. What a noble boy.
That was true.
Uh-huh.
Every word of it, Eve. Look it up if you want. My father's Henry Ramsey, born July 7th, 1947, Muncie, Indiana.
At least your father stuck around.
My father has a record in 6 states, Eve. Insurance scams, fraud, lawsuits. He always has something going on the back burner.
Are you looking for a mercy fling here?
My dad would hit it big, and we would move into a fancy hotel. Steak and eggs for breakfast. 3 months later, I'm sleeping on some flophouse floor, digging through garbage cans looking for lunch.
Go on.
When I was 6 years old, my dad took me to the park. He'd never taken me anywhere. He put me up on this railing. He looked up, he said, "Okay, Christopher, just jump, I'll catch you." So I did. And, he stepped back and watched me fall like a rock. When I stopped crying, he just said, "Son, that's the most important lesson I'm ever going to teach you in life. Don't ever trust anyone."
Why are you telling me this?
Because you're my friend. Maybe the only one I got. And I'm trusting you not to tell Garcia that I don't have an alibi. Because if you do, you're just going to be proving my dad right.
How's Lark? She dislocated her shoulder.
Any broken bones?
No, I reset her shoulder and she's fine. What happened?
She didn't tell you?
She told me that she slipped on the stairs and wrenched her arm in the railing when she fell. Is her mother out of the hospital yet?
No.
I'd like to believe her story's true, Frank. I'd hate to see her subjected to that kind of violence again.
Should have been keeping a closer eye on her.
Frank, she's not 6 years old. She's a teenager. It's not like you can supervise her 24 hours a day.
Lark has had more than her share of bad luck.
Yeah, but listen, she's got you in her corner now, Frank, and that means a lot. You're an incredible role model for her. I mean, I wasn't crazy about her coming back into the house after that roof incident, but she's really made an effort to be a better person. So I don't know what you're doing, but keep up the good work, okay?
Please, tell me what you saw, Professor Collins.
A clown with a wig leaning over a body. He or she was choking another clown who later turned out to be that poor nurse.
Did you say anything? Did you try to get help?
From what I could see, it was too late. I must have come upon them right at the end. The killer lowered a limp body to the floor. It was dreadful. I was paralyzed with fear.
Why don't we get a sketch artist in here?
It couldn't hurt.
Excuse me. I'll be right back.
Sir, when he gets back, I should tell Detective Garcia about the charts and the sketches that I made in your book.
Why don't we keep that between us for now?
This has never happened to me before.
It's all right. It happens to all guys at one time or another.
But it's so embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry. I won't breathe a word of it to anybody.
I hope not. The other ladies think I'm a real player.
Oh, speaking of those, other ladies, tell me, are you sure you don't know that Eve Lambert? You know, maybe I didn't mention to you that she was, kind of a smart mouth broad.
Yeah, you keep mentioning this woman, but I don't know her.
Oh, well, maybe she used an alias?
You mean some of the girls lie?
Oh, my, would you look at that? A full house. Time's up. I gotta go.
But we didn't do anything.
Oh, but I had such a good time watching you strip down to those gorgeous, sexy, silky boxer shorts. You know, I really was tempted to let you win, but I knew you wouldn't want me to throw the game like that.
Well, next time I'll try a lot harder.
Well, next time I bet you get lucky, and then I'll get lucky. See you later.
What a woman.
The things I do to catch a killer.
That's it. That's the killer.
No, wait. I recognize that face. You do? Every staffer who worked the circus had their own gimmick. I know who that is. Oh, my God, that's Julie Devlin.
Look, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. I brought you here to take care of you, and I hurt you.
It's not you. It's that drug.
Sometimes I feel it pounding in my veins, and it's like it pops out of my skin. I do things I never intended to do. That's it. That's it. I'm not taking it anymore.
Cold turkey, but you'll get sick.
I'm a medic. I can monitor myself.
Why don't you tell Joe?
No.
You know, he can help you.
No. I don't want anyone to know what let happen to me. Not a single soul.
I guess I don't count.
No, you do count. Very much. I need you to get me through this.
Just tell me what you need.
First things first. I have to get rid of what's left.
You're doing the right thing.
I have to get control of my life back. I'll do whatever it takes.
Hi. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hi.
You all right?
Yeah, you startled me. Oh, my
Sorry.
goodness. So, where's Victor?
Oh, he wanted to sit down by the duck pond for a while. Are you just getting home? I thought you'd be back long ago.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I told you I'd probably be late. Oh, now how'd it go at the police station?
Victor described the clown for a sketch artist.
Oh. Oh! My goodness. Fancy that. Duty calls.
Since when do you use a beeper?
Well, you know, since it's the rage. I just think because all the kids are using them now, it's sort of a cool thing to do. And besides, those cellular phones are so intrusive these days. And besides, I can just be any place and do my work.
Work at this hour?
You're right. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of them. Besides, I don't really recognize this number. I wonder who it could possibly be.
in, Janet.
This is Lucy Coe. You know, you must have the wrong number. Your number's on my pager, but it can't be right.
Well, let me guess. Grandma's in the room with you.
Yes, something like that.
Okay, then just listen. I've got another customer for you. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., same place. Regular, just like you asked for. Are you interested?
Yes, sure am. And sorry about that. Goodbye. It was the wrong number.
You really shouldn't give your real name to strangers. It could be dangerous.
You're right. I will never do that again.
Tonight, following Home Improvement, it's the season finale of Soul Man. Then you'll see Jill say the one thing about Tim she can never take back on the season finale of Home Improvement. ABC tonight.